Guys, welcome back to SheepDog Designs. Today we're going to be trying to etch on these little glass food containers. I thought it was pretty neat and figured I'd pick some up from the Dollar Tree because they're little cheap containers. And something that I found is that the little cheap glass is usually pretty easy to etch on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a little design on the very bottom of it on the outside. So that's what we're going to do today is try to etch on the bottom of it. I just want to see how it's going to work out. Usually the little cheap glass usually turns out pretty good. So that's what we're going to do today. Just go ahead and give it a shot and see what happens. So y'all stick with me. I'll be back in just a minute. Hey guys, welcome back to SheepDog Designs. Like I said, wanting to go over trying to etch on the little glass food containers. And one of the first things that you have to do is you have to mask it. So I went ahead and masked the little food container. Now I use the Krylon Chrome to mask it because that's what I've gotten a really good etching with the glass. It usually turns out like a real good frosting whenever I do it. So I want to go over here to the XTool Studios, and we're going to go ahead and get started on it. Now we're going to be working with the XTool F2, and we're on the base plate. We're going to use the unknown material because of it being glass. That's what we're using. Now I haven't done the auto measure or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. But I've already got it set up in the F2. So right now it's doing the auto measure to get the distance. So it's done that now. So as you see, it's showing a 47.6 millimeters unknown material. That's what it's set for. So what I want to do is I want to do let's see, I'll find me a little font that I like. I want to do a C for last name. What I want to do is I'm just going to do a C. Now, because I'm doing it on the back of this, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to reflect it, and you have to reflect it horizontally. So then whenever you engrave it, it's going to be the right side because you're looking at the bottom of it. So whenever you flip it over, it's going to be turned over the right way. But I also want to put a little design on the inside or on the outside of it. So let me find a nice little design. These here, and it's showing that it's bigger than the design or the material. So I know that, so I'm going to have to go in and edit it. So I want to do AI cutout. Now there's a lot easier way to do it, and you can use your there's a program. It's a Remove BG. It's a free program that you can use on Google, and you can pull it up and it'll let you do this. But I didn't do it, so I'm just going to go through here and do it real quick. I'm removing all the white so then that doesn't get engraved on it. So then the only thing that's getting engraved is just the black outlines. And I'm going to save this one. I'm going to crop it down. That'll be fine. I have to crop it down in the program. So now I'm going to add the other one as soon as I get this one here down to size. But there's a little ridge that comes around. So I'm going to stay within that ridge. Well, I put it right about here. Once again, I've got to go in and do the same thing to this one. If you do the remove BG, it's a lot quicker because it automatically does this really quick for you. So that's usually what I go to, but to be honest with you, I forgot to do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and run through it real quick to remove all this. It's a little time consuming, but it's worth it. You have to have it so you don't get everything else engraved on it. So, like I said, it's well worth the time to go in and do it if you forget to have it removed like I did. So, it doesn't really take that long to do it. So now I'll just close this here out. Put it back on it. And I'll shrink this down. This to about here. I'm just going to spin it around. Then what I'll do is I'm going to move this one horizontally like this. Let's close it in a little bit. I want to duplicate it. Vertically. Move this one down. Put that one vertically. Probably should have done them all the same, shouldn't I? I think that'd look a little bit better. spin this one around real quick. And see how it lines it up for you. And I can move this one down. I can put that right about there. I think it's going to turn out pretty good. That up to about there. Move this up. There. Move this over. About there. All right, they're lined up. So I know that the C looks a little off, but because of how the C is, it's going to look a little awkward. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and change my settings. And on this, my dot duration here, I'm probably going to go with, because of it's not a thick glass, but it's pretty sturdy because it has to go in an oven and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to use about a 260 on here. Now this is for the flowers going around. Probably use about a 260. Dot duration, probably about a 95. Yeah, about a 95. Say, yeah, about 95 on that. About that's a little too much here. I'll say about a 340. We'll try about 340. Use Jarvis on it. Now on the C, probably gonna go with about a 75. I don't want to go too much on it. Speed will probably go about 100. Probably about 120 on this. Lines per centimeter. So I'll frame it up real quick and let's see how it looks on the laser. Okay, it's like it's about might be a little too high on this here. So this one side over here. Stop the framing. This side here looks like it might be a little too high. So I want to bring this down just a little bit and come over it. I want to come in a little bit. This one here as well. Bring that in. This is a real small container. I'll bring it in about here. Bring this one in as well. I'll line it about like that. So I'm gonna frame it again. See how we're looking. And we must be having some internet issues because it's going really slow today. That's looking a lot better. All right, guys. So it's looking pretty good. So I think we're fixing to go ahead and process it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the shield down. And let's see what we got. So about a minute, 55 seconds, guys. So we can get started and see how it goes. All right, guys. Yeah, finally got done. So this is how it's looking from here. This is how it's turning out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show it to you this way. So this is how it looks like this. This is the back side here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean it up real quick and I'll be right back to show you how it's looking. Hey guys, I'm back. So after cleaning it up, this is the results that you have. I've got a little black piece of felt behind it. So you can pretty much see how it is. Now, here's the finished part. So you can actually see the little designs back behind it. So you can see it a little bit better here. So whenever you're looking at it, this is what you're getting here. And then you put this here up behind it. So you should be able to see how it's looking. So it turns out really good. You got your nice frost on it. And then whenever you get done, you got your little lid that goes on it. So I didn't take off the plastic on it, but probably need to do that. So now you have your little butter dish or a little food container with initials and a little design on the back. So I think it'd make a great little party gift or a little wedding present or something like that for somebody. So that's what I think would be a really good idea for somebody for, like I said, a little gift or anything like that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. And if so, don't forget, hit the like and subscribe button. And let's try to keep this page here going. And if y'all want to see some more laser engraving with the XTool F2, don't forget, people, please like and subscribe and keep us going. Y'all be careful and have a safe weekend. Bye-bye.